Hi everyone. Um, so as you may or may not have heard, I've got some news for you from 385 challenge. And if I take you back a couple of days, so Tuesday afternoon was the hottest day that we had so far, that the country's seen this year. And I suffered an element of heat exhaustion, and came a certain hill, and it was the steepest hill I've ever undertaken myself, and I should have got off and walked Keith, who is my support rider, my right hand man at Talk Mental Health, and was always my safety advisor, as it were, for the cycle expedition. He he said that I should get off at walk, but I was so bloody determined, to complete it, because I knew we were coming up to the harder stages. I knew that the hills were getting bigger, and I needed, for myself, I felt I needed it for my confidence to complete it. And the fact it was actually on a really busy road, and it wasn't. I just felt like I was stuck because I didn't. It would have been a nightmare trying to get off and push the bike, the trike, because it's not like normal. It's quite low down. It steers from the front on both wheels. It's just not straightforward to do. It would have been quite dangerous to have got up and tried to push it up the road with so many vehicles. End result basically was that I had to get the safety vehicle to come and collect me, and I couldn't complete the rest of the day. It also meant that I was in aggravated my spine and my fibromyalgia to a point whereby I was struggling to stand at all. So I couldn't carry on then. Ryan from It's Worth Talking About and Keith, they carried on the afternoon as a team, so we still complete the miles. And then yesterday, tragedy happened when Keith had an accident. He's absolutely fine, but unfortunately, he went into the back of Ryan down one of the country lanes. A vehicle came speeding around the corner. They both braked as hard as they could, and basically Keith went into the back of Ryan, and he bent his derailleur, bent a load of kit on his bike, which we didn't have parts for, and there's a problem with cycle parts in the UK anyway, trying to access them, and it's quite expensive parts, and there was just no way that his bike was, for that point, just unusable, couldn't use it at all. Only 2 miles from the campsite as well. Gutted. This then meant that Keith is my support rider, and I wasn't strong enough, because of what I did on Tuesday, to be able to carry it on by myself. So therefore, we had to make the decision to postpone the 385 challenge. And we came back last night. And I know there's a lot of positives to take from it, but we got as far as Exeter, and there's nothing we could do. But it doesn't end there. We're going to carry on in September when the temperatures aren't as hot, and we're going to go up to Keighley up in Leeds and join Ryan at It's Worth Talking About, where he is, and we're going to finish off the mileage up there. So we will complete the miles, we will complete 385 miles, and we will pay our respects to all those men who would have killed themselves this month. It just can't be this week. And I'm sorry for those that I've let down. But it's not at the end. And there's a bigger picture here, and it's referenced the post that I put out on Tuesday. As you can tell, I'm absolutely heartbroken. But this is what happens in life, isn't it? You know, life happens and we have no control over it. We don't have control over our emotions. We don't have control over what happens to us, and things happen in life and shit happens at times. And over the past year and a half, it's happened quite a lot. But there's a song by one of my favourite bands, Daughtry, Daughtry, called Undefeated. Have a look at it on YouTube, Daughtry, Undefeated. And it's all about, as much as we get knocked down, we get hit, we get hurt, physically and emotionally, we still get back up and we still fight on, because that's what we do, because that's what life is about. And we are all heroes in our own rights, because we've all got our own stories from the past year and a half. We are all undefeated. We are all together carrying on. And whilst we will grieve those that we have lost, we are heroes. We are undefeated. We are still going. We are still here. But you have it. You have the control to make changes, to take positive action, and to reframe negative events into positive ones, which is what we will be doing. Life doesn't always happen as it does in fairy tales. And the 385 challenge is just proof of that. As much as you put planning and preparation, and as much as you do all the best you can, shit still goes wrong sometimes. And when it does, it's about finding the positives. It's about picking ourselves up, and it's about carrying on and pushing ourselves and challenging ourselves to really enjoy life and live life and thrive in life, opposed to having our lives dictated to by underlying health conditions, physical and or mental, and events that happen to us. We will come back. We will come back stronger. We will complete what we set out to do. It'll be a bit later on, that's all. I want to say a massive thank you to Keith from Talk Mental Health, my director, to Ryan Anderton from It's Worth Talking About, for supporting me and being part of the team, to Pete Spinks from West Midlands Security, who is our support driver, and without him being there as a guiding hand, a comforting voice, and doing a lot of the crap jobs, really, if he wasn't there, this wouldn't have happened. Without those three guys, this wouldn't have happened. To all our sponsors, we will still do videos for the sponsors, and we will still do stuff over the next couple of weeks, and we'll still keep you as our sponsors when we complete it in September. To all the support groups, especially men's support groups up and down the country, what you do, the time you give up, the effort you put in, you're all heroes. Find your local support group, see if they need any help. And finally, to all of you as individuals, male or female out there, to all of those individuals who are struggling with chronic pain and fibromyalgia, to all those who have lived restricted lives, insular lives over the past year and a half with COVID. Now is the time to break that habit. Now is the time to push ourselves and to begin thriving in life once more. Although I didn't as yet, I still managed to get out there. I still managed to do something. I still managed to enjoy myself away and take myself out that flat, out of my comfort zone, out of what I've been so used to the past year and a half, made new friends, and really lived my life over this past week. Pushed myself further than I've ever been pushed before. And whatever pains, struggles, illnesses, health challenges you have, you can all achieve so much more. Find a way to believe in you. Find a way to ask for help from those around you, because strangers will help you. You need to find it in yourself to ask and to rise above toxic masculinity, stigmas, the fear of emotions and vulnerabilities. Keep an eye out for the videos from Fresh FX once he's had a chance to edit them all. Jonathan Ruffle, who's been a bloody amazing, and will be working hard over the next few weeks to get all the video content out to you. Stay safe. Look after yourselves. And I'll see you soon. Because I'm undefeated. I'll be back. Take care. Bye.